What's up, everybody? It's currently 5:30 in the morning, and we are on our way to a special location to shoot, to take some pictures, take some videos, and you guys are coming along with us. Let's get it. Yeah. What's up, everybody? We out here at the Pigeon Point Lighthouse. The lighthouse is currently behind my lovely assistant, Guzman. He's the one behind the camera. So right now, I'm recording on the Sony A7R II, which is my camera. A buddy of mine, shout out to the Chief, he let me borrow his Canon. And we're gonna be shooting on that today, just to show you guys the pictures and the composition that we have today. So what I'm gonna do is basically explain the three main components of taking pictures, which is ISO, aperture, and shutter speed. So a main quick little summary about each one is aperture is basically, think of it as the iris of a camera, which if the aperture goes higher, the camera lets in less light. If the aperture is lower, the camera lets in more light. Next up is ISO, which is the sensitivity of the camera. The higher the ISO, the higher the sensitivity. The lower the ISO, lower the sensitivity. Finally is the shutter speed. Shutter speed is how fast the shutter of the camera takes the picture. So if the shutter speed is very high, it'll snap a picture really quick. If the shutter speed is low, the shutter will stay open longer. So I'm gonna show you guys these three components with this camera. I'm gonna take a long exposure picture of the ocean right here. It's a beautiful composition setup right here already. We've got the rocks with the, I kind of like this wooden fence right here. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have all the three settings right here. This is the shutter speed, this is the f-stop, and this is the ISO. So we want to get a long exposure picture, which means the shutter is going to stay open longer, and we're going to get a nice silky smooth picture of the water. So the way that works is you're going to want a shutter speed of anything less than about 3 seconds. So you're going to click on the settings. You're going to go to shutter speed, and you can bring it down all the way to bulb. Basically means you hold the shutter for that long, and once you let go, that's when it closes the shutter. I'm going to do about 5 seconds. The f-stop, you're generally gonna make it higher because you're letting in so much light when the shutter is open. So higher the f-stop, the smaller the iris of the camera is. So the highest aperture setting on this camera is 22, so I'm gonna leave it right there. ISO, you generally want a low ISO so that the sensitivity of the camera isn't too high and you don't get a blurry picture. I'm gonna leave it on auto for this one. You're obviously gonna need a tripod, and you really don't need a shutter remote. However, it reduces the motion when clicking the shutter from the camera, so it's preferred. So let's look at the composition and let's get ready to take the picture. So this picture came out a little too washed out. It's too white. You can't really tell a lot of the stuff in there, so you can just play around with it and kind of get that sweet spot. Since there is a lot of light and the sun is rising right now, I'm gonna bring down the shutter speed just a little bit. So I'm gonna bring it from 5 seconds to 2 seconds. So we're gonna see how that looks right now. So as you can see, it is a little bit better. The sky is pretty blown out. However, you do get the detail in the water. So if the sky is blown out, we can fix it in post, so that's not any worry. You can fix that in Lightroom, Photoshop, whichever you prefer. And yeah, that's about it. What is up, everybody? I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We are making our way back right now. Big shout out to Guzman, who was behind the camera the whole time. Another big shout out to KUFI clothing, which I'm wearing right now, the shirt and the windbreaker. I'm gonna put their Instagram below. You can go and check out their clothes, pretty dope stuff. And also big shout out to Chief for letting me use that Canon camera. Appreciate that, man. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with your friends if you like the video. And we out here.